What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So this just came out today from the New York Post. So supposedly, allegedly, they actually watched a lot of the videos from Diddy's FO parties that took place after the MTV Video Music Awards and the Super Bowl. So I know a lot of people are like all Diddy'd out. I was out sick, so I'm getting caught up on all of my content, but his trial doesn't start until next year, and it's like things are continuously coming out, so hopefully I'll have a chance to get caught up on everything. But this just came out today, and I'll link the article so you guys can read it if you would like. It says Sean Diddy Combs and his FO parties coincided with some of the biggest star-studded parties at the height of his fame. At least three of his parties were taking place after hours at major events, according to the video files and the documents viewed exclusively by the Post. That's interesting. So clips suggest that the orgies, which federal prosecutors say that sometimes involve women who were threatened or coerced to perform grueling, hours-long intimate acts, were happening just below the surface as Diddy rubbed elbows with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, music, and sports. Well, that actually, unfortunately, the Super Bowl is one of the biggest ST events where people are, carried across all kind of state and international lines against their will. That happens at the Super Bowl every year, unfortunately. In the early morning hours of August 29th, 2005, the Diddy after party from MTV's VMAs was still going strong. Actress Eva Longoria chatted with Fergie in one corner, while Ice-T, Quincy Jones, NASCAR great Jeff Gordon, and Paris Hilton mingled with guests. Combs hosted the VMAs and his after party, and that was the hottest ticket in town that night. But one by one, the celebrities left the party, and there was no indication that they knew about or were involved in anything that happened next. Soon the event moved from inside the Space nightclub to Diddy's Miami mansion. From there, it appears to have descended into um, a party, an intimate party, according to the videos and the photos viewed by the Post. By then, all the stars appear to have gone except for one, Diddy. They were replaced by a cast of fit young men and women, all in various states of undress. So, two white men took turns being intimate with a very young black woman who clearly had some snow like substance under her nose. Diddy could be seen in the background wearing a white t shirt, not with the words "God is the greatest" written in black. Oh my goodness. The same shirt he was photographed wearing at the VMAs after party. In another clip from the night, the couple had loud, intimate acts on a table as a group of well dressed people stood around. The videos viewed by the Post are part of the same archive that includes footage that appears to show Diddy being intimate with a younger male A-list star. That video has been shopped around for sale by news outlets by more than one purported seller. In the trove of files, some of the videos are undated or the dates are clearly incorrect, but other files have dates that are consistent with the verified details of events, locations, and clothing that Diddy and the others were wearing. However, many of the videos have dates that can be corroborated with the star-studded events, including the 2004 and 2005 VMAs in Miami and the 2005 Super Bowl in Jacksonville. All of these events, Diddy appears to have thrown a wild party consistent of intimate acts. The alleged behavior is consistent with similar allegation in a lawsuit filed earlier this week in which a woman alleges Diddy and a female celebrity R her when she was just 13 years old following the 2000 VMAs at a Radio City Music Hall in New York. Where are the parents? Why are you 13 at a Diddy party? My good, or even at the MTV, like where are your 13? That's heartbreaking. Diddy's attorneys denied the latest allegations in a statement, quote, "In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never SA'd anyone, adult or minor, man or woman." Okay. During the weekend, Super Bowl in Jacksonville, February 2005, Diddy threw a star-studded gala with attendees like Ashton Kutcher, Ashley Simpson, and Girls Gone Wild founder Joe Francis. When I tell you I forgot all about the Girls Gone Wild era at Joe Francis. Oh my goodness. I have not heard of that name or even heard of that phrase in so long. They took it back. Okay. That was like 20 years ago. Wow. Hours later, the party seemingly moved to the $2 million mansion nearby, which Diddy rented for reportedly $20,000 per week. In one video, two men are being intimate with each other while the sounds of laughter echo through the room. It later appears that Diddy himself took part in the action that night and held the camera from his point of view while he appeared to be intimate with a woman. Again, there's no indication that his Super Bowl party guests knew anything about what was going on afterwards. I know that's right. Y'all better cover CYA, New York Post, because y'all don't want those lawsuits and that smoke. This is all alleged too, by the way. But the New York Post is doing a good job of making sure nothing comes back on the celebrities that they named. Federal officials raided two of Diddy's homes in March, seizing hundreds of videos. Wow, not hundreds, in a mountain of S paraphernalia, including 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. In a statement, the U.S. Attorney's Office alleged that the S parties were not always consensual. His alleged S abuse of women, including forcing them to engage in frequent days-long S activity with male S workers, some of whom were transported over state lines, according to the charges against him. These events, which Combs referred to as freak-offs, were elaborate performances that he arranged, directed, and often electronically recorded, the document said. To ensure participation in the freak-offs, Combs used violence and intimidation and leveraged his power over the victims, power he obtained through distributing substances to them, exploiting his financial support to them, and threatening to cut off the same and controlling their careers, authorities alleged. It's unclear whether the videos that the Post has viewed are a part of the Fed's case, but officials say that they confiscated hundreds of videos from Combs' hard drives and devices, and some of which include the freak-off parties. These are consistent with the videos we have, a federal law enforcement source who was involved in the investigation said after hearing descriptions of the scenes in the videos that the Post viewed. Just about everything you can imagine was happening at his parties. Now, our job is to determine whether this was consensual for everyone involved, if anyone had been forced against their will or, against state lines, and what laws have been broken. In the videos viewed by the Post, the identities of most of the participants are unknown, but the feds believe that at least some of the victims in the videos that were obtained were coerced to perform. Combs threatened his victims, the feds said after his arrest, including by threatening to expose the embarrassing and sensitive recordings that he made of the freak-offs if the women did not comply with his demands. Diddy has been charged with racketeering, conspiracy, trafficking, and transportation to engage in S work. In addition to the charges, he faces a myriad of civil suits from his alleged victims. He has pled not guilty and consistently denies wrongdoing in both criminal cases and the civil suits. It's sick, the law enforcement source told the Post. Look, if this were just him having parties with a bunch of horny adults, we wouldn't be having this conversation. That's perfectly legal. But that's not what we're talking about. This man is a predator, end quote. And the attorneys for Diddy did not return the Post call for comment. So I'm going to link this video, but the New York Post, they put it out there that they saw firsthand what was on these freak off tapes. So hopefully, they are being cooperative with the federal government. And, if there's thousands of them, the feds have collected quite a bit of evidence. And yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Diddy, but I will try to keep you guys updated as more things come out. Again, this is the first news source that says that they viewed these videos firsthand. So we have a firsthand witness account of what was going on at these parties. Again, like the law enforcement officer said, if it was all consensual adults, that's one thing. But forcing people without their consent, especially if they're minors who are unable to consent, that's illegal and unethical and disgusting. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.